Hello, this is Graham again, sometimes known as Samuel Wells. I'm excited recording this, actually second recording today, but I got my TCG player at home release kit for Flesh and Blood Monarch. So I've seen a bunch of the previews and stuff, but this is my first time opening product, so I'll get to really see it for the first time, and thought that would be fun to crack open on screen. So you can see they have their little flyer in the box telling me exactly what should be in there. And then they've got the cold foil promo cards separately in there. Those are pretty nice. They're in a little bag and then inside of a top loader. You can check that out. Still need to work on my lighting. This is still day one, even though it's the second video, so I'm working a little bit on my process. So there's the box itself. They have managed to change around the order of the cards in the box again. This is the kind of the third variant they've done on it. So there may be some issues that I have with sometimes determining what card's what, or guessing incorrectly on what slot is coming up next, whether I've gotten to the rares yet or not. But that's not the end of the world, but I'm really excited about this. First brand new product in quite some time. So let's get cracking. First Monarch pack. So starting from there, we've got commons and such, same as with any sort of game like this. And so that's I'll go through some of them for the first couple packs, and then I'll probably jump to just the more impressive stuff. So we've got a Rip Through Reality, a Yellow Pitch, a Boneyard Marauder, Rifted Torment, Enigma Chimera, Courageous Steel Hand, Herald of Ravages. God, the art for this set, I've always liked the art for the game already, but the art for this set is just another step up. This Illuminate is pretty astonishing. Minimalism, Zealous Belting, Overload. Oh, first pack, a Foil Majestic Genesis. That's a hit that I'm really happy with. I'll just kind of set the commons over here. We got a Blood Drop Brocade, generic equipment. We've got Seek Horizon Red Pitch and Plow Through Red Pitch. So generic action. Ooh, and then my favorite new hero for the set that I think I'm going to give a shot, and it goes nicely with that foil Genesis. That's a Light Illusionist Instant Aura, and she is the new Light Illusionist hero. So I'm excited about that. That is an excellent first pack. I cannot be upset with that. Unworldly Bellow, Dread Screamer. Some of the art, it's gorgeous, but it's a little bit more grotesque than I typically drift toward, but it's still pretty. Oh, Herald of Rebirth. That's another Illusionist card. That's a good one. Express Lightning is a light warrior action. I've played warrior up until now. Herald of Protection. I played warrior up until now, but with Dorinthia. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to proceed. I may stick with her. Oh, see, like this. That's just kind of gross, but it's still, it's so well, so artistically done. And the Seeping Shadows rare foil. Halo of Illumination. That's a light equipment. That'll be nice going in with Prism as well. And I do not know where I stuck my other equipment. I'll grab that out here in a minute. I like to keep those separate. So a rare Invigorating Light and a rare Captain's Call. That's a fun looking card. And Galaxy Black is my token, with a Soul Shackle on the back. Let's go grab that Blood Drop Brocade while I'm thinking about it. So far, one Majestic Foil has been our big hit thus far. So Graveling Growl, I'll kind of start. I've missed some of them on the last couple packs anyway. Oh, Take Flight, Light Warrior Action. That's a cool piece of art too. Wartune Herald. I'll probably start just flipping through the cards to get to the good stuff at this point. Talisman of Dowsing. Oh, see, the foil Blood Tribute. It's really gross, but I like it. Ooh, a good instant, a Prismatic Shield for my Illusionist, and Soul Reaping, a shadow action. Oh, and then there's the Young Prism. The one I had pulled earlier was the Adult Hero, so this is the young version. So I could run it in Blitz or in Constructed now. I tend towards Constructed myself. I always like leave myself a little bit of thinking towards Blitz, but I don't think it's my preference. Endless Maw, rare foil. So far I'm hitting lots of good rare foils, only one common and a majestic so far, so we'll see how quickly that turns on me. Ooh, here's a cool looking card. Another, I must have a Light Illusionist box going here because I got Arc Light Sentinel, which is another majestic, a Light Illusionist aura, so that is pretty exciting. I might be hitting all my good stuff right up at the front. I saw a box opened earlier. I think 5 Majestics and a foil seemed to kind of be the what he pulled and what he's expecting to pull. Enigma Chimera, that's pretty neat. So we'll see if that's what I end up with. Oh, Pulping. It's a gross card, but it's a really tough punch. We'll see if that kind of tends to be our standard, or if there's more to it or not. Unworldly Bellow foil, Time Skippers. I saw a cold foil of this in a picture online that looked gorgeous, and so I'd love to pull that. But it's a generic equipment, but I don't know how many of you are familiar with the game, but its action's pretty cool. Like you have it in play as an equipment at the beginning. You have to pay a pretty pricey pitch count to destroy it, but when you do, you get 2 more actions that turn. Oh, Prismatic Shield and Phantasmify, 2 more Illusionist rares. Phantasmify looks gorgeous, and then another Prismatic Shield. I've been getting a little bit of variety in the rare slot, but still looking very kindly on my Illusionist options so far. I think it's pretty cool too that they were able to, oh boy, okay, so my cold foil that I have pulled, it's a common, but that's still pretty cool. I don't know if the first set common cold foils are, you know, multiple $100s now. These obviously won't be quite that much, especially not right up front, but any cold foil is always still pretty exciting. But that Blood Drop Brocade, I've seen a regular one earlier, but so we got the foil there now, the cold foil version. That's pretty neat. And then a Herald of Triumph rare, another Illusionist, and Howl from Beyond. Grab a sleeve. I guess I should probably sleeve, especially this foil Majestic as well. Still not quite halfway through the box. Most boxes of this game only have one cold foil. That's usually kind of the big hit of any given box. So that's probably already my biggest hit. But there have also certainly been surprises in the past. And there's plenty of other good stuff I could yet pull. There's a foil Deadwood Rumbler. A Vexing Malice rare. Ooh, another. Oh, it's a second Arclight Sentinel on top of it. But it's another Illusionist Majestic. But it's a second Arclight Sentinel. That's kind of interesting that I've gotten a duplicate Majestic in this box already. I'm wondering what that means for kind of the general packing of this set. So we've got another rare foil, a Duskpath Pilgrimage. Ooh, see this Aether Ironweave is another card that I've seen the cold foil of, and it looks really nice. The Blood Drop Brocade's not bad looking either. Oh, how about this? Cutting myself off, but a non-foil Majestic Genesis. So I've got 4 total Majestics now. 1 foil, 2 non-foil, but it is 2 copies of Genesis and 2 copies of Arclight Sentinel. That's very weird distribution, I guess is the best way to phrase that. Across the Line, a common foil. Another Halo of Illumination. A Writhing Beast Hulk and Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell. I probably won't be playing a whole lot of the dark stuff. That's just not typically my tendency. Still collect them, pick up the cards, that kind of thing. But it's not really my general go-to. The gross factor and all that. Rising Solar Tide common foil, Ironhide Gauntlet, and a Duskpath Pilgrimage. Oh goodness! And another Majestic. We've got a Tome of Divinity, which is a pretty hoppin' Majestic at this point. So that is pretty nice to see. So this is really interesting. I'm curious about this box now. This is my 12th pack, so this will be halfway through the box. I've already seen 5 Majestics in this box, so I may not have any more. And a cold foil. And here's a Wartune Herald common foil. That's pretty neat. So I'm a little bit intrigued by how much I pulled. So we've got a Howl from Beyond and Dimensional. It's 2 X's instead of normal dimensional spelling. That's peculiar. Gateway. So with all that in mind, first off, I'm still kind of perplexed by the distribution, but on the second side of it, I'm intrigued that I've already pulled so much just in one stack of the packs. Second Swing is my common foil, Ironhide Gauntlet. We got an Invigorating Light and a Rise Above, which are both pretty cool rares. An Iris of Reality, an Illusionist Weapon. The tokens are all double-sided, and I keep on forgetting to look at the second side of it, so I apologize for that. Those aren't the biggest deal, because you get a double-sided token in every pack. So I figure most people aren't as interested. We got a common Express Lightning Blue Pitch foil. Dreamweavers is my equipment, and a Valiant Thrust and Unhallowed Rites as rares. Valiant Thrust Blue Pitch, another rare foil. Ironhide Legs. Herald of Triumph, Light Illusionist Action, and it's an attack action for another rare. That's pretty cool. and Endless Maw, a Shadow Brood action. We've got Ravenous Meataxe with Soul Shackle on the other side. So yeah, with all that kind of all the spice already showing up, this may be a pretty unexciting back half. Red Pitch foil common Illuminate. Ironhide Legs. We got a red Captain's Call and a blue Pulping. Oh, this is cool too. The Light Hero Sir Bolton, Breaker of Dawn. That's the adult version of the hero. That's pretty neat. I don't know if I will make the jump from Dorinthia to him or not, but he's a cool option, and I think the art for him is very neat. So we got a common Wartune Herald foil, Ether Iron Weave. Oh, okay. So I was wrong about the spice. So we got a Dimensional Gateway, as I mentioned, and a light action attack Majestic Celestial Cataclysm. This card, the art is amazing. There's a playmat with this art as well that looks gorgeous. I've, as a general rule, only kept like the third-party playmats that some of the content creators are out there. I've got the kitchen table TCG one here, and right under it I have Flesh and Bones. So I've picked up both of those to support those guys. But yeah, this Celestial Cataclysm is a pretty fun card. It's a 7 attack, but no cost to play it. But you've got to banish 3 cards from your soul, which is a new mechanic for this set. I haven't gotten to play a lot with that yet, so I'm not sure exactly how that will play, but it seems like a really potentially potent light attack. We got Spears of Surreality. It's obviously a play on surreal, so surreality or surreality as a common foil. Ironhide Legs. We got a Plow Through rare and Prismatic Shield. See, I'm liking all this stuff that I'm seeing for my Illusionist. I've kind of, for the sets that have introduced new classes, Crucible halfway did. I've kind of picked a hero from each class. So I had Dorinthia from the first set, and I picked Azalea the Ranger in the second. We got a Courageous Steel Hand, common foil. Ironhide Helm, Howl from Beyond, and Vexing Malice. So I think the Illusionist is my new one for this set, especially since the other ones are kind of different versions, like the Runeblade Warrior. I'm already playing a Warrior, and the Brute, which don't appeal to me as much, and they're just kind of the darker ones, which I don't have a problem with. Like I say, I'm going to collect them. It's just not my tendency to play. Herald of Tenacity, common foil. Time Skippers again. Another Majestic. This box is turning out a little bit spicier than I thought. We got Nourishing Emptiness. So that's 6 regular Majestics and a foil Majestic now. I don't know, the Illusionist, like, it's an Illusionist class, but it almost feels Cleric-like to me. Talking the kind of the D&D side of it. A Blue Herald of Tenacity, same foil, but the different pitch color that we did. Time Skippers, again. And a Seek Horizon and Out Muscle. There's my girl Prism again. There's just something about the studying the book, almost. I know it's probably more illusion-based studying than like the religious clerics you typically think of. But it just kind of gives me that same feel for some reason. Alright, we got another rare foil of Vexing Malice. Yellow Pitch. An Ironhide Helm again. Ode to Wrath. Another Illusionist card. That's the thing about the Illusionist cards in a Blue Pitch Captain's Call. Is they are more expensive on the pitch requirement than I have typically played. Warrior's pretty cheap, and Ranger is also pretty cheap. This is our next to last pack for this inaugural box for me of Monarch. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty happy. Nothing like just super duper crazy, but plenty of good stuff. And a lot of illusionist stuff that has me excited. So we've got an Enigma Chimera as the common foil. Hooves of Shadow Beast. Yet more illusionist fun. A yellow Parable of Humility. Oh, goodness. And another Majestic. So that's my 7th standard Majestic. It's Phantasmaclasm. It's an illusionist action. I've gotten all illusionist or generic Majestics, which is pretty awesome for what I'm thinking towards. I'm pretty happy about that. I know some people are pretty strict about the don't play your alpha, and I'm like, or your first edition, and I swap most of it out when I can for the unlimited once it's available. But I also, I mean, these cards are meant to be played. I'm going to take good care of them. I'm going to double sleeve them, that kind of thing. But I'm also, like, I want to build my decks and stuff and start at least thinking that direction. So we'll see whether I get to plan that direction before unlimited drops or not. We've got Consuming Aftermath, a rare foil. We got Hooves of the Shadow Beast. We've got Glisten, a light instant blue pitch. And V of the Vanguard, a light warrior attack, is our last rare. And that wraps up box 1 of Monarch for me. Excuse my stumbling over words. So ultimately, it wasn't a just absurd box, but it also was, I'd say, probably above average, just because we got the 2 Arclight Sentinels, Genesis, Tome of Divinity, Celestial Cataclysm, Nourishing Emptiness, and Phantasmaclasm, 7 regular Majestics, then the foil Majestic Genesis, along with the cold foil Blood Drop. I can't be upset about that. That's a really good box. And again, this was my TCG player, the deal that they set up there, at-home release kit that for a long while was such a pain in the butt, everybody trying to log on at the same time and get this picked up. But it was a very reasonable price for this kit. So especially for what I paid for this entire at-home release kit. Oh, it's got the cool art on the back too. I like that a lot. The light versus dark motif of the set. So with all that in mind, I really like, especially like I said, I tend to think of everything and average out the prices of what I paid for all my boxes. But considering this one was as relatively cheap as it was, I'm not upset at all. So yeah, this was my first box of Monarch, my at-home release kit that I guess they were sending them for pre-release weekend, basically. So I've seen that everybody's getting them. Hopefully that doesn't get them in any hot water, but I feel like that was a good thing to do for, I wasn't able to make it to a pre-release tournament. I don't think there were any near me anyway. But that being able to get this early on and kind of get excited for it and get pumped for the big release where more product coming next weekend. It's pretty cool stuff, so I'm glad I was able to get that deal from them. Thank them for providing it, and this was a lot of fun. Hopefully catch y'all again with some more Monarch in the next few days, week or so. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.